Hi, hello, welcome to Dusty Shop, where bad decisions are rabid and planning is lacking. So, don't do what we do. Well, you could try it. Have fun with it. You know, do the YouTube stuff. Click like and subscribe. Alright, thanks. Alright, Sugar Skillers, so today we're back here in the swagg'n wagon. We gotta get everything tore apart so we can get the motor out of it. As you've seen in the last video, we had the motor on the run stand and got it all running and doing stuff. Got a little braking going on. So yeah, today I'm gonna start kind of pulling the front end off. I'm gonna pull all the stuff off. I already pulled the grill out. I was kind of checking it out. Unfortunately, the grill looked good, but it was all busted up. You know, held together by the chrome and all that. Looks like they smacked something pretty good. But anyhow, with that being said, we'll go over the van right quick. You know, we haven't seen the swagg'n wagon since I've been slowly working on it. Alright, so most of the 90s, all the 90s on this side and the back and the front is all gone. The only thing left in the 90s is just a little bit right in through there. So we're going to get the rest of that cleared off here pretty quick too. I kind of do that a little here, a little there. It's kind of, yeah, it's all that in a bag of nothingness. So, you know, I'm still going to do all the metal work, which is going to come off. Because I'm putting the motor in it and everything else. This thing is white, so we're going to get paw prints over it just because we are. It's just an inevitable ordeal. So, yeah, that's the swagg'n wagon. I've been, you know, kind of off the air for, I didn't realize it's been almost 2 months. And here's the shop that kind of give you a quick look. Yep, it's still here. Yeah, still messing with that. So, and nothing else. But anyhow, so let's get on this. Alright, so basically, since most of my work is going to be here in the front of the van, I need to get the bumper and stuff off. Because we can get the engine out of it. I had to pull the distributor, put it in the other engine, start stripping this thing down to see where we are lovingly at with stuff. So I think the next step here is the old creeper out. Ding right here in this bumper. I don't know if I can fix that or not. We might try to fix that. Can't tell if it's in this or not. I should do a little metal work on it, see if I can get that straightened up. I've done it before. I've straightened up a bumper. I was impressed myself that I got it done. One van bumper. That would save me some cashola for sure. I know. Yeah, that's, you know, I'm like everybody else. I gotta save them sauce. I gotta save them. Save as much cash as I can. Okay, put back together. Let's get a baggie. Let's throw all the bumper bolts and shit in there. I'm gonna get this balance off. Do some work to that. So we got a ding in the bumper, but the bumper's straight. Look, man, it sure did look like it was bent out on there. Like I said, I got another bumper. I might do a see. Okay, so let's take care of the bumper. I'll get the it's not a balance, but get this piece off. Everything goes in baggies. So hopefully we remember where we did with everything. I said hopefully. We'll put it all back together the way it was. It's not a problem. I don't know if I got a leaking power steering line or I got a bad box. Where we got something on the steering leaking fluid everywhere underneath there. So, you know, it's going to be one of the fun ones. Yay. Have a look. If it is, it's not bad. I'm gonna guess the old grill ain't probably been really taken care of. Might have been at first, but I think the funness to get a motor out of a van. And do that and take the whole motherfucker apart. Yeah, it's a little dark, but you know, I've seen a lot worse. Oh, there was a little bit in there. Not much. Not much. Maybe look at a new compressor while I've got this fucker apart. Fuck. We all know what I gotta do, I just don't want to do it. Nope, I do not. I know what I gotta do. Just don't wanna. Holy smokes, Batman. That was absolutely terrible. Yeah, that fucking Steelers shirt on there. I hate that stuff. That's what I figured it was. Thought there was a leak. Thought they had a leak there. To stay up there. Fuck. I like to get this top piece off right here. Which I do have to take that off. Oh, fucker. What I was thinking. Alright, so here we go. So, as you can see, yeah, we're out here. I'll take all the bolts off, top member, this top part off, and then we should be able to just pull a couple little sheet metal, hold the radiator, get those out. We're damn near ready to pull the motor. So let's get this thing, stripped down. So one of the things I want to do is I want to replace this plastic radiator with an aluminum radiator, because we all know that these things are just absolutely, they're just all that and not fun at all. They're kind of junk. No, they're a lot of junk. So, being that George taught me into building this motor up so hot, I put a better radiator in it. Alright, so guys, as you can see here, I'm, prying off the last of that there upper part of the front support. And, we can get down to that there old radiator. They got all the other goofy stuff behind it all undone as I struggle with getting the, there you go. There it is. There it is. I got it out. So I'm going to do now, I'm going to throw all the bolts and stuff in it so I don't lose them, misplace them, that way they go back where they came from. You know, all that good stuff. You know, because I'll forget and lose them. So, anyhow, so now I'm going to go back through here and I'm taking all the, all the stuff off the radiator, the shroud, all the upper and lower radiator, hoses, all that good fun stuff. I'd bring you in there to show you, but, there's about enough room for me to stick my hands in there, and that's about it. But, try to picture it in there because, we all know how vans are. They're just absolutely spacious for, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, no, because this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to build a van. Yeah, I've said it before. Is some of my decisions sometimes are you know, a little questionable. But anywho, so I got this upper radiator here hose out, and actually looks like at one time it would have been replaced pretty, as in for the van goes, recently, but it's still kind of dry rotted and crusty, and as hard it is to work on this thing, yeah, I'm gonna replace that. So yeah, it's not that old. I'm trying to read the tag. This still has a tag on it, and you know, but yeah, can't read it because it's all smudged up and, you know, all that good fun stuff. So anywho, so now I'll get that old nasty old radiator, which is cracked. The tank's cracked, and because, you know, like I said before, I'm gonna put an aluminum one in here because if it, you know, hopefully it's gonna hold up a little bit better than the plastic tank. Which, you know, I've never been a fan of plastic in the old in vehicles. So there we can see, you know, radiators out and on the ground. Well, I'll get it out of the way, and then there's that lower fan shroud right there, which was an absolute just, you know, joy to get loose. And then we see in there there's just all kinds of no room. So yeah, unfortunately we missed all the like pulling and stabbing part of it, so I don't know what happened to that footage. It was all scrambled up and weird and everything else, and I couldn't get it. That was the best part of the whole thing. So now we have the new motor in the truck, or in the van. So now George and myself, we're gonna start hooking everything back up, because, you know, we just, like I said, we just laid it. At this point, we've just set it in there, and so here we go. We'll fly through us, put stuff back together. Alright, circus goers, so there we go. There it is. The motor's in there. You can see we got a lot of stuff hooked up. Those accessories, they're silver. We run some headers in there. We were going to run shorts, but we ended up putting long tubes in there because they fit better. And we missed out on, I wish we would have got it, but the sketchy lifting device, which off the engine hoist to get this thing in and out. We'll maybe do another video with that in there. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and yeah, catch us on the next one. So yeah, thanks.